So I'm an educator, and I've done this kind of a few times. Kind of introduce you guys to percussion, different sounds. What is that sound? You might hear a certain sound in the movie theater and go, what is that? So what I'm going to do today is just do kind of a broad generalization of different percussion instruments, how to play them a little bit, what they sound like. I'm going to give you guys a chance at the end to come up and hit and, you know, smash and bash and crash and all of that. First, I like to kind of divide them up into certain areas. I have my metallics, I have my wood instruments, I have my shake instruments, I have my Latin instruments, and then I have my keyboard instruments. So we're going to kind of try to go through these in a logical way. We're not going to get to all of the instruments, but I would be glad to kind of take you back in the back cabinet and show you what different instruments are. Obviously, percussion is something that we hit. A piano is a percussion instrument also. But any kind of weird sound that you might hear, like I said, in the movies, oh, you know, how do you produce that sound? It's probably a percussionist back there. So why don't we get started? First, let's talk about the shake instruments. Okay? First shake instrument that everybody knows is maracas. Okay? Maracas can be played several different ways, and there's actually tons of different kinds of maracas. Okay? In an orchestral setting, you'd kind of play them with your fingers a little bit. Kind of like so. You can do rolls, soft rolls, like stirring soup. You can do loud by shaking. Sound like a snake sound. People in Venezuela, they don't play them so much like, you know, Latin percussionists would. They play them up and down. You do it that way. We tend to, in an orchestra, kind of play them like this. And there's different sizes to produce, you know, either deeper sounds or things like that. The second instrument that's kind of a shaker instrument is just called a shaker. It's just a cylindrical tube, has usually beads, sand, dirt, you know, seeds. A lot of this. I make everybody in my beginning percussion class makes me a shaker. Okay, it's like, you know, arts and crafts day, and you are assigned to go find me something and make a shaker for me. And this is just kind of shaking it forward and back, and do a different rhythm. Also, you can go the other way. And then obviously you've seen rain sticks. Okay, can be used as such too. Different kinds of shakers, different sound. This one's a lot more bright. Do rolls with them. Things like that. Okay? This instrument is called a cabasa. It's basically little tiny metal like seeds almost, but are on this. And you can and do different rhythms with that by sliding both hands, kind of turning your wrist a little bit. You can do rhythms with them. Sorry. Okay, and so you can kind of do a roll by just moving your wrist a little bit. Okay, another shake instrument is called a shakeré. Okay, this is a Latin percussion instrument, and this is a manufactured one. This I make these at home by using like beads, and I buy gourds around Halloween time because they're just accessible, and I make my own. I don't have any here, unfortunately, but it's just what's nice, you can also get a bass tone on it. Some instruments that sound very shaky, and this is kind of a manufactured, kind of like a tambourine, but kind of like a maraca. Okay, so another shake instrument. Definitely a shake instrument is what? What is this? Tambourine, right. Okay, tambourine has three parts to it. It has a head, has a shell, and then has what's called jingles. Okay, now these jingles can be made out of many, many different types of material. This one is made out of bronze. There's ones made out of copper. There's ones made out of silver. And those all produce a different sound. Okay, just those different kind of metals. Many ways to play this. Okay, it's not really like a lead singer in a rock band. Yeah. I mean, yes, you can do that, but really not what the instrument is for. You can do many things. One's called, there's two types of rolls basically you can do. One's called a shake roll, and you're simply shaking your wrist. Okay. Okay. Also, there's what's called a finger or thumb roll, where you lightly make your finger go across the tambourine, around the tambourine, and it produces the roll. Okay. The Brazilians have an instrument very much like this, but the jingles are different. They're made, instead of going out, the jingles come in and produce a sound like that. And they play completely different by using their different parts of their hand. They call it rocking motion. And then they use their finger to produce a high-pitched sound, and then take it off for a low-pitched sound. So they produce, and they, if you know Brazilians, they're famous for the samba, right? But the right? So besides rolls, there are different kind of hits. In an orchestra setting, you want to use your fingers. There's loud sounds where you want to sock it. And with that, just loud sounds, but then you can do a soft sound right away. What's nice about percussion is because we have such a flexibility, because we are using our hands, we can go from loud to soft a lot faster than a wind player or a singer. Okay, so I can go. And produce those different sounds. Also, you can produce this sound. And bend tones. Kind of hard to hear. Okay, so tambourines. All right, let's get into our wooden instruments. First wooden instrument is simply a wood block. Okay, it's a block of wood. I had so many people in my beginning class that for some reason missed that on the test. What is this? It's a wood block. Okay, not a lot of technique into it. You hit it, and it produces a sound. Okay, in the wood block, there's what we call a resonating chamber. If this was just wood, it would just sound like, any other piece of wood. Okay, but it's got what we call a resonating chamber, and it's dug out. So that produces a louder sound. All right, now there's synthetic wood blocks also, different sizes, different pitches. What's nice about this is it really, really doesn't get ruined very fast. You can beat on it, beat on it, beat on it, and it's really not going to hurt because it's made of plastic. And these come in different sizes. you know, with kind of endless things of pitch. Okay, now over here, this is a synthetic version of what they call Chinese tempo blocks. Chinese tempo blocks just have, they come in groups of 5 and they produce 5 different tones. Okay, play with 2 mallets, you can play it, you know, extremely fast. So Chinese tempo blocks, okay? Always they come in groups of 5. And you play those with either yarn mallets or you can use a stick, use a hard plastic mallet. They're really not going to break too much. Okay, another wooden instrument. This is called claves. Okay, now claves actually has a technique to play them correctly. If I just hit it together, it sounds like 2 pieces of wood. Okay, but I have to curl my fingers and create like what we call another resonating chamber there. Okay, usually claves come in 2 different pitches. This one really doesn't. Okay, used a lot of time in Latin music. And you'll hear that a lot. Okay, kind of an interesting instrument. This is called a guiro, G-U-I-R-O, and it's just, you scrape it. It produces kind of just a kind of weird sound, but they use a lot of this in Latin music. A lot of cartoons trying to, you know, so just to create, you know, different kind of things. Getting back to shaky instruments, kind of metal instrument, kind of a shaky instrument. These are called sleigh bells. Sleigh bells, and you can play them several different ways. One is just rolling them in your hand and producing kind of like a roll or 30-second notes. The other is to grip it at the top and bang your hand. And I can produce any kind of rhythm. All right, so sleigh bells. Okay, I'm getting into metal instruments. Okay, this is called a cowbell. And it comes in a variety of sizes, from high-pitched ones to low-pitched ones. Parts of the cowbell, this is called the mouth of the cowbell. All right, so you want to usually hold the mouth outward. Find a stick. Okay. Okay. Usually you can get 2 pitches out of it. Obviously, the mouth of the cowbell is a little bit larger, right, and a lot louder. Okay, here's a lot bigger cowbell. You can tell the difference of the 2 a lot easier. Okay, notice also I'm using my finger on this. Okay, it helps dampen it, so it's not so ringing. This is what it sounds without me damping it. Kind of an atrocious sound, a little bit. Okay, but so I'm using kind of both hands to play my cowbell. All right. So 2 cowbells. These are a Brazilian instrument called agogos, A-G-O-G-O, kind of like a go-go.